Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all today. It's a very heartbreaking day for many Arkansans because after Asa Hutchinson vetoed HB 1570 yesterday, the House voted earlier with a vote, I'm not sure exactly the numbers, but it was like 72 votes to overturn the veto. And then the Senate after that overrid Asa's veto. So now that discrimination bill against transgender youth has become law. So discrimination against children has now become law in our state. You know, I don't know what it's going to take for some of you to realize that the only choice we have here is to get involved. If BLM didn't wake you up, if the COVID pandemic didn't wake you up to realize all the corruption that's going on in our state and our country in general, then I don't know what's going to wake you up. I mean, especially after all these bills that even Asa Hutchinson has said they're unconstitutional. You know, our own Republican governor has said these bills that have been signed into law, even while he signed them into law, a lot of them, he even said it's unconstitutional. So, you know what that means, right? That our taxpayer dollars are going to be wasted to fight these in court because the state of Arkansas is not going to win these because it's against the Constitution of the United States, and that is above the state of Arkansas. Now, only thing these lawmakers are doing is wasting our taxpayer dollars. So, how do you fix that? It's called you have to get involved. I mean, and if you're somebody that, is interested in running for office, run for office as well, because you know how we got ourselves into this mess? As for one, being not involved. Even myself, I can agree that I have not been involved until 2020 in politics at all. I didn't really care for any of the politics and realize how important it was until 2020 hit and everything happened, and it opens your eyes and to see what's really going on out there, and that it really, really impacts our lives, the people that represent us, especially when the people that are supposed to represent us are not listening to their constituents. So this is what happens. It's also what happens when over 60 Republicans are unopposed in the state. You have all these right-wing extremists making our laws, coincidentally costing us taxpayer dollars in the long run, because like I said, these bills are going to be going to have lawsuits filed against them because they're unconstitutional and against so many things that are law, and it's insane, y'all. It's really heartbreaking to see people getting discriminated against in our state. First of all, it was the Stand Your Ground law, which is really a negative thing against people of color especially. Statistics have shown that in states where there are Stand Your Ground laws, deaths, have increased significantly. And it's just with the numbers. The statistics speak for themselves. And then there's the law that was signed by the governor himself, which basically bans abortion unless the woman's life is in danger. It has no exemptions for rape or incest. And that's even the governor said that he wished it would have exemptions for rape and incest. And he even said that, he knew that it was unconstitutional, and the only reason he signed it into law was because he wanted to challenge Roe v. Wade. But that's the law of the land, so the only thing that's going to happen is it's going to waste our taxpayer dollars once again, like I was telling y'all earlier. They're just going to waste our taxpayer dollars for fighting this unconstitutional crap, because plenty of other states have tried this, and the same result every time. Roe v. Wade is the law of the land, whether the Republicans like it or not. A woman has the right to choose. And the Republicans' motto has always been small government. Don't get involved in people's personal lives. But now, all of a sudden, they changed their tune, apparently. But regardless, they need to stay out of people's lives, because that's between a woman and her doctor. Honestly. I stand up for my female friends when I say that. I respect their right to choose. Their decision should be between them and their doctor, not any of us. Not especially, people that are supposed to represent them. They should have their best interests at heart. Nobody wants an abortion. But there are root causes to these things, and you have to fix the root cause. Making them illegal isn't going to get rid of abortions. It's going to get rid of the safe abortions. Women are still going to have abortions like they did before Roe v. Wade, you know, and it's going to be a loss of lives is really what's all it's going to do is a result in more lives lost, because women are going to end up dying, having an abortion because they feel as if they can't take care of that child. There's plenty of reasons that abortions happen, and we have to fix those root causes. So anyways, and then after that, here comes all these anti-LGBTQ laws, and they made it so transgender kids couldn't play sports. How ridiculous is that? My state senator Joyce Elliott even spoke out against it, sharing her experience as a young woman in basketball, as a black woman in basketball, and how she got discriminated against because of the color of her skin. They wouldn't let her play on the team, even though she was very talented in sports. She was denied to play on her team because blah, blah, blah reasons. And the same thing is now happening with LGBT people. Trans kids are now getting discriminated and are not allowed to play in sports. They're literally discriminating against kids as if LGBTQ kids weren't already discriminated against in schools. Now their representatives are bullying them as well. What kind of mess is that? These people are, like I said, these people are supposed to represent us, dude, and all they're doing is discriminated against us. So it's just sick, y'all, and I really want to make a change out there. I really want this state to improve, but it's not going to improve unless we work together to make it better. It's just a very heartbreaking day to me to see all this discrimination. It's like Arkansas is now the new place for discrimination. It's like, wow, what's going to be next? Oh, by the way, there's more laws being introduced that have targeted early voting. They were trying to get rid of early voting day, the very first early voting Monday. They were trying to get rid of that in Arkansas. You know, it's just ridiculous, guys, and I really do hope the ACLU or HRC or somebody sues the state of Arkansas for these unconstitutional laws. I know it's going to cost us taxpayer dollars, but you know what? The Constitution is the Constitution for a reason. And the Republicans, they have to stand by the Constitution, and they have chosen not to, and that's going to cost us taxpayer dollars. I hate to tell you. But anyways, we got to get involved, guys. We got to stay involved and know what's going on around us, and call our representatives every time an issue comes up and let them know how you feel about it. Got to stay involved, guys. Just got to be hoping and praying for the best for the lawsuits to come in and fix our state for us. Never thought I'd live to see the day that this happens, but here we are. God's got us, though. If you believe in God, that is. Keep your fingers crossed. Keep positive thoughts, prayers, and that these lawsuits start coming in and, you know, they get reversed and everybody's treated equal in the end. So, y'all have a good one. Try to stay positive. Bye, y'all.